Old Salt Gamer. I am back on Venus. I am slowly populating as many of these plants as I can. I'm up to 9 so far. I have not eaten any of them yet because I still have... Oh, I got a lot of cereal bars yet, so I don't have to eat these for a while. Let me see what I got in here. Yeah, I got quite a few cereal bars yet, so I could just keep replanting these. I think I got a ton of them yet. Water's a different thing. I am drinking the water now, but I am also staying inside a lot more. So I'm not hurting the air much. Anybody else have this problem? That happens to me every once in a while. All I gotta do is hit G and bring it back, and you're okay. I don't know why it does that. Notice it is a little warm in here. I am slowly bringing in more CO2 in here. It's a slow thing because I gotta be careful not to overtax my AC. So, I got that set up over here via Logic. I haven't test run this completely. I'm hoping this light shuts off. But basically I have the grow light and the filter switch and the green filter, which I put up outside, set up. I just move 0 into R10. I sleep for 1, add 1 to R10, and the sleep is in there just to make sure the timing stays right. And then if it's greater than 500, I jump to turn off. Otherwise, I turn the grow light on and I do check switch. This check switch just basically allows me to turn the switch on and off while the grow light. And I could have hooked this up to a daylight, or a daylight sensor, and I may do that over time. It'll make this a lot easier. So it jumps to the check switch, and it checks the switch, turns the filter on and off based on where I have the switch, and then it RAs back to here, which will jump it back to start, which will loop this until it gets to 500. Then it goes to turn off, and then I do the same thing, sleep, turn the grow light off, add 1 to R10, and as soon as R10 is greater than 800, I go to reset. Otherwise, if it's less than 800, I do JAL check switch again, and then loop this until R10 is greater than 800. When R10 is greater than 800, it jumps to reset, moves R10 back to 0, jumps to start, and does the whole process over again. Like I said, it hasn't turned the light off yet, but I just started it. So this is okay, I'm back to 25, so I can turn this on. I basically turn that on until it gets to like 40 in here, and it cools it off pretty quick. So as soon as that hits 40, I snap it back off, and then I could go to 50, but I don't want to tax my AC system too much. And it'll cool back down pretty quick because some of the air comes back in here. So I'm up to 61. I'll probably go to about 80. I have 11% CO2. Now that's something I'm going to have to watch, because if I get a bunch of plants in here, I'll be making oxygen, but my only source of CO2 right now is outside. So
hydration critical.
Now I've been letting all this go until my health goes down, because I have to ration my food, mainly my water. I'm still okay. I mean, this is down, but I got 40, almost 50 liters in the pipe network, so there's still a lot of water here, but technically I guess I don't have to ration the food. Oh no, it is the water that's alarming, sorry. But I let that go until my health goes down to where it says health low, and then I watch it, and I might even go down a little bit further. But there a lot of I turn this off. Everything's the same outside. I did find some lead. Lead, for some reason, was really hard to find. It took me about a whole day to find enough lead. It's just a random thing in the planet, I guess. But I had trouble finding lead. Eventually what I'll do is probably, and this is all very crowded. It's only going to get more crowded. I was thinking of moving this wire, and I could probably do that. In fact, I might do that. I want to make sure this shuts off first. And I think it will, but everything is thriving, so we're good. But a lot of this is going to be behind the scenes stuff and just waiting for plants. Now, I think it was NOLA guy did some testing and said that if I get 20 potatoes, it's in the comments in my video, I'll be able to start making volatiles. I don't know if it'll be enough to keep everything running, but that's what I'm aiming for. So I have to make sure that I have enough potatoes to do two things. Make enough oxygen and make volatiles so I can make more water. That's the two goals. I got the potatoes have to make oxygen for me, and I'm going to start recycling them to make volatiles so I can make more water. I think this is possible. The question is, am I going to have enough water to drink until I get an equilibrium at that point? And that's why I am ignoring that alarm as long as I can. And this is almost cooled back down. But you see what I'm doing? This is all time filler right now, so this video might not have much excitement in it. It might be a really short one. I'm not going to record too much of this. I'm still waiting for this to shut off. I should have timed it. Let me look at this code again. If it's greater than 500, turn off. And I can always change this number if it's on too long. So turn off sleep, save grow light on 0. So it looks like it should work once R10 reaches 500. Now, if the sleep and yield make it a little slower, then I may have to lower this number. And I could hook it up to a daylight sensor, which I may do. I'm very short on gold right now. I do have to do some mining. That looks like it should work. Well, okay, I'm going to stop the video because, like I said, I'm standing here watching my potatoes, watching the grow light, flipping the switch when I can. So I'll be back. Okay, well, I just noticed I forgot to turn the camera off, so or the video off. I thought I hit it, but I didn't. But yes, the grow light did shut off, so that is working correctly. And I also noticed that if I go over 35, these go down to growing well. I don't want to do that. So I am going to stop turning it, or turn it off at 35, because this went to moderate. Briefly, it went right back to thriving. But I'd rather not slow my potato growth down for obvious reasons. Since that's off, can't turn them on for a little while. So I'm going to turn that off, and now I'm going to do some rewiring in here so I can move this over. I want to cram potatoes in here as tightly as I can, just in case. So this time I will stop the recording. I'm not sure if I'll edit that out or not. At least it showed that my grow light was working. Alright, I'll be back. Let's make sure I turn it off this time. Okay, so the last time I came outside, I noticed that I was at 3. So I'm going to have to be careful because taxing my ACs to cool the CO2 down is taxing my battery. So that means I've already put one extra on here. I've got room for a few more. I got to start maxing. And I did this by accident, and I said I would fix it later. So it is now later. There. Obsessive compulsive. So I need to add a few. That should be helping. It got windy. It was pretty calm. But so I'm going to let my AC off for a little while and see. Of course, it's not in here. I might have to do some mining. 10 copper. I got some copper in my hand. Not much. Of course, it's going to tax my battery. It's a delicate balance. Ugh. Turn that off. And 35, so I can make one or two more windmills. Is that done? Turn that back off. Am I up to 3 yet? Yeah, so it is recovering now that I stopped overtaxing things. I don't have enough gold. I got some gold when I went out last time. Oop, I turned it on first. A nice breeze blowing right now, so that's going to make it recover a little. Turn that off. You can watch out here. It does a chain reaction. It's 90 there. It's coming back down, but it goes up the line. That's 196. It takes a lot to pull the heat out of the atmosphere when it's, 464 Celsius outside. So it does slowly recover, but I could change these temperatures to help save a little bit, but it was working pretty well. And I don't want to mess with it too much, to be honest with you. That is running them pretty heavy on power right now. Of course, gold takes forever to smelt. I think that gives me 2.
Power low.
Yeah, so I can get 2 now. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that if it's not one thing, it's another. And I imagine I'm pretty close to maxing out my light cables here, so I'm going to have to watch that too. And the last thing I want to do is blow a cable doing something that I'm, I turn on the arc furnace and all of a sudden you hear this. How many people out there is that noise scared to death? It was like, holy crap! Every time I hear that, I jump out of my seat. Okay, at 3, wind died, but just something I wanted to point out. I'm taxing my power, taxing my AC to cool the room while I let CO2 in, so I have to be careful. Okay, so this is only a few moments after I stopped bringing in the warm air. You see, this is already down to 10. So that one's probably idle. That's to 50, so that one's probably idle. So it is a step-up process, so it's something I got to watch, and I have put out a couple more wind turbines. Got room for maybe 3 more, 4 more, but I don't have enough ore to make. I think I got enough to make one more, then I'm going to have to go ore hunting, but I'm trying not to do too much outside here. I don't think the heat affects how much you drink. I saw that somewhere, but it's still hanging out at 3. I'd be more comfortable if that was going up, but I've got enough copper for 1 more. And this is turned off, right? All these things you got to watch. Okay, turn that off. Oh no, I'm going to make one more heavy cable because I don't have enough. Make a heavy cable. Just that. I'll have to make two so I don't waste half a copper. I also could use a few more coils because I don't have any. Oh, probably could just go down one, right? Yeah. Okay. Let those go while I throw this on. And I'm going to miss a spot here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Why don't I go the other way? Yeah. That might not even use any cable, even though it requires one. Maybe it will. No, it didn't. Now I have that extra. I made enough to do that, and then I put two on one. And that was one short, and I was like, I'll fix that later. There we go. So I got enough for maybe two more, but I don't have the ore for it. And I still have not built my steps. And of course now, I only had enough copper for two cables. So I'm going to go inside, changing my air around a little bit, change a battery, which is going to cost me more power. Do that now. Alright, so I will be back. I got to do some mining. Okay, so I am multiplying. Make sure these are thriving. Yeah. I'm multiplying these as fast as I can. I don't think I have grow light coverage for those yet. I may have to add one more grow light. Obviously this could have been more organized, but at this point I was just concerned with getting everything set up. So this next batch I'll actually gain some potatoes. So about time now to set up my recycling system. I'll be doing that in the next episode. Right now, I've been monitoring. So since the last time I've checked, I've lost 3 moles of CO2. So CO2 is going to be something that I am going to have to pull from the outside on a regular basis. That just went down again. I am not breathing enough CO2 out to replenish what what the plants are using. The good news is I have gained 3 moles of oxygen, so I'm already gaining oxygen. And I drank 1 water. I still have, at last check, 84.5 liters of water. I'm okay. So at this point, I really think this is doable. I may bust out this back wall if I can. I have to see what's on the outside. I think I can. And open this up a little bit further just in case I need more. Matter of fact, it's probably time to. I wanted to measure it before I did this because this will obviously boost the CO2 back up. I'll let this go until 35 temperature. I do this every once in a while I'm inside just to bring some more CO2 in. So now I'm at, still going, rebalancing out here. So now I'm at 41. It's very easy to bring CO2 in. The problem is the CO2 is so damn hot, 460 Celsius. So you have to bring it in slowly. These are planted later, by the way. I had to go make, I had to do a bunch of mining. I literally have every slot full of ores when I came back. You go through an enormous amount of iron printing out this hydroponics tray. It's just unbelievable how much iron you go for. I'm just about ready for these to seed. And after I get all these planted, I don't think I have light over here. I think that's the last row for that one. This one will cover all these. And if I move my switch, I'm going to end up busting out this back wall. I don't need to start anything yet. Like I said, I've got plenty of water at the moment. Oxygen continues to go up. Now up another one. And I can breathe in CO2, I just got to cool it without spiking it. Okay, my grow lights just went off, so that's working. I changed this to a batch command over here. I defined the grow light and changed it to set batch, so I didn't have to put in more more command lines. Dang, come on, go to seed, will you? There's some seeds in there. I saw one. There's a couple. I'll wait till they all seed though. There we go. Alright. Get rid of that. We plant. We plant. We plant. Seeds. You can see you get 2 more for every one that you plant. So make sure, yeah, they got water over there and everything. Is seeding here. Now the question I also have is, do I get any biomass by doing the seeds? Because then I would get 2 instead of 1. I'll have to try that. If anybody knows the answer to that, do I get biomass by throwing seeds in the recycler? Okay, so now I'm full because I don't think, I won't know. I don't have water hooked up over here right now. So there we go on now kind of storing things. And I have extra potatoes. I might need to put another grow light here. I know it's a waste of power because this isn't organized, but I'm trying to get coverage the best I can. I can only get 1 more. Well, get 1 more and do 5 more. I guess the next thing I got to do is bust this back wall out and figure out exactly how I'm going to set up the recycling system. So that'll be it for today. I'm making good progress. Everything is going pretty good. Let's see if it's changed. So 180. Yeah, CO2 goes down pretty dang quick. I am going to have to bleed CO2 in from the outside. There's just no 2 ways around that. I did let some nitrogen in here. I just want it to go above 1%. I don't think potatoes need nitrogen. I'm pretty sure they don't. Inhale gases, that's it. So they only inhale CO2, exhale oxygen, so they don't need nitrogen. But like I said, I think this is possible. It's time for me definitely to bust out this back wall. And I think I'm going to do that next. Bust out the back wall and then lay out my system for recycling and creating volatiles. I got an idea in my head, but I'd like to put it down on paper first. So there you go. That'll be it for today. Making good progress. Making it fast enough that I'm not panicky about my water. 13. And in the pipes, I got 70. So I'm at 74. I'm sorry, 84. So I'm not panicking yet, but we'll see what happens if I can make it fast enough. I do have this. It's dark. Let me put my suit on. I can get started when I get everything set up with my electrolyzer, or whatever the heck it is, H2 combustor. I do have this canister, and I have to open it. But that is I have a canister of, there it is, 5 megapascals from the portable fuel generator. That's like gold. I've been holding on to that. It's only, and I can't read it while it's in the closet. Ooh. There's oxygen in there too. So I gotta figure out a way to save that. Oh no, I can just hook that right up to my H2 combustor? No. I'll put that in the tank and then I'll filter volatiles and oxygen out separately. And then I'll probably bleed. I gotta watch, because if I put this to after, I gotta get that oxygen out of there first. Because if I get it to 464 Celsius, it's going to self-combust. So I gotta get the oxygen out of there before I do anything. Because I want to bleed that back in here. But these are all the thoughts that are going through my mind. It's going to be interesting. The next couple episodes are going to be very telling on how this is going to go. So, again, subscribe and like if you like this. I'm having better success than I would have thought I would have had. So, it's fun. Venus this time is fun because it's a real challenge. And once I get where I can survive without trading, then I'll just bring rockets into play. And technically, I could do rockets now, but I want to prove if it's survivable or not. As soon as you go over 35, well, they're all formed. So, as soon as you go over 35 in temperature, they start to grow moderately. So I don't like to do that. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll bust out the back wall, set up my system where I recycle the potatoes. I can't remember if I have to put a, I think I do.
Hunger critical.
That's alright, I let that go. Centrifuge in the center, I think I do. I'll look that up again. And then throw it into an enclosed arc furnace, which will gas it off, and then I'll pull the gas out of there, and we'll go from there and see how that works. Alright, you have a good day, and we'll see you, if not tomorrow, the next day. Probably tomorrow. It won't take me too long, I don't think, to plan all this out. So you have a good day.